Hey Voicers, some of you may recognize me from some of our classes. If we haven't met, I'm Steven Diaz, and I wanted to share with you what I've been quoted for vocal booths over the last couple days. So I see this a lot on the Facebook group. People have been asking about studio blocks, whisper rooms, and they're expensive. So I'm in the same boat as you, and I wanted to know how expensive. So over this past day, starting Monday, I emailed the major players, Whisper Room, vocalbooth.com, LAVocalbooth, and Studio Bricks, how much it would take to build a vocal booth and have it sent out to me, and how long it would take to be built and sent out to me. So the parameters that I've been working with and what I asked them to quote me, I have a blanket fort, PVC and moving blankets, measuring approximately 4 feet by 6 feet in the interior. So I wanted to know how much it would cost to have something close to that space. Each company I asked for, if it was available, I went for the single wall version when you look on it, they have enhanced versions that are essentially double walls. But what that double wall is, if you want to know how much that costs, double the price. You are asking them to build 2 rooms, one inside of the other. And for vocal booth and whisper room, you can get an optional floor or an optional package that later on, if you need that extra soundproofing, noise isolation. So single walled space, as close to 4x6 as possible. Not all of them were as close. And I tried to limit my options to keep it the base level price as possible. So let's start with the giant in the room, Whisper Room. Whisper Room is the go-to standard for voiceover booths, audiobooks. I asked for a quote on the model MDL 4260S. That's a 3.5 foot by 5 foot vocal booth. So that's measured on the exterior. So your interior space is going to be smaller based on the thickness of the wall and the thickness of your acoustic treatment, whatever the final product of that may be for your situation. The standard options included in this package are a 12-inch by 30-inch door window, your standard ventilation system, so you get an outtake and an intake, and the fan system with that. Interior duct covers, LED lights, I believe it's an LED light bar up top, with a remote control, and a remote control for your fan system. Some cable passages, and studio foam, which is your standard pyramid egg crate studio foam panels. I believe you get 4 2-foot by 4-foot panels included in the price. You can pick the color: purple, blue, burgundy, orange, and gray. So with that price, you'd come out to $4,875 even, with freight from Tennessee costing you $7,802, with the total price of $5,657 shipped to your door. So that's going to be the baseline that we are starting on, and it should be worth noting that when I whispered Whisper Booth, they are full up and running, and for this model, they quoted me as 2 business days worth of packaging, and then estimating about 4 or 5 business days for freight. So today is Wednesday the 20th. Give it about 7 business days, and you could have a Whisper Booth at your door 7 business days later. So that'd be Friday, May 27th. So next up, I want to talk about LAVocalbooths. Obviously, by their name, they're local to us down in Los Angeles. I'm just going to give you what they quoted me. I'm not sure if you could get this cheaper, but this is the options that I went with. So I have the single wall 4x6 booth coming in at $3,995. I went for the acoustic package tier 2, which includes actual acoustic pads. Those are the acoustic pads you see in studios that are the actual, they're about like yay thick. You can't tell with the camera, but they're not the egg crate foam. They're not foam, they're the internal insulation, so they're more dense, they're thicker, they're heavier. That package was $1,395. I wanted a window because the Whisper Room doors include a window, so a 24-inch 2-foot by 2-foot window was an extra $495. Included in your standard package, you get color package standard. I don't know if that includes options that you can choose from, or if it's the Henry Ford model of you can have any color you want as long as it's black. Also included is the ventilation, which is vents and a fan. They advertise a multi-speed fan versus the Whisper Room single-speed fan as standard. You get basic cable ports out. What's not included in this price is lights. You had to come up with your own lighting solution. What LAVocalbooth is doing right now is a 20% off Corona sale. Like many other businesses, their business has been hurt in the shutdown, so they're just trying to drum up business. So already included is a 20% discount of $1,236. Essentially, you get a free acoustic package is what that discount comes out to. So for a subtotal of $4,944. Now here is where it gets weird. If you remember the Whisper Room price, freight from Tennessee was quoted to me at about $795. Shipping from Los Angeles to Las Vegas is $995. You do have the option of going to pick it up. So if you wanted to drive down, rent a U-Haul, go to the factory, have them load it up, and then drive it back. For a different project, I quoted a U-Haul from Los Angeles out to Las Vegas, driving to Los Angeles, picking up the U-Haul there, driving it back to Las Vegas, was going to be about $300. So you can save some money there. Total price, $5,939. More expensive than the Whisper Room with less options. Next up is vocalbooth.com. This one you're going to get 2 quotes, and I'll explain why in a second. The first quote is, I wanted to set it for the parameters that I've stated before, so that's a close to 4-foot by 6-foot space. Vocalbooth.com has different series. They have a silver series, which is a go-to product, which I do have the quote for, and I'll get to that in a second, or the gold series, which is required if you want a bigger size booth, in this case a 4-foot by 5-foot booth. So what do you get with that price? First off, just the Vocalbooth by itself comes out to $5,595. If you want a smaller booth, just take $200 off the price and you get a 4-foot by 4-foot booth. With the Gold Series, what that entails you to is that you can upgrade that to a double-walled booth later on if your environment changes or you find out that you do need that extra sound isolation. Like I said before, if you want to have the enhanced version, a double-walled, more noise isolation, double the price. So what do you get with the Gold Series? You get a single mounted 4-foot panel, single ventilation. So you get a ventilation system, input, output duct, a high capacity fan unit, and it is you only get one option for a fan, and that is a multi-speed silent fan. So it's an insulated fan. This silent fan is an option on the Whisper Rooms. Cable ports, some studio foam, executive gray interior, and a door. So when I talked to vocalbooth.com and their pricing, he relayed this to me in our conversation, is that our vocal booths are a bit thicker with 2 types of material for sound reduction. Plus they have a thicker carpeted exterior than the other guys. Whisper Room. Our booths have full interior studio foam coverage. Theirs just have a couple panels that give you about 1/3 coverage. If you remember back at the Whisper Room, they give you 4 panels with your standard package. Our booths have real solid core door and a jamb. Theirs is an MDF door. Our ventilation system moves more air and comes quiet standard. To silence theirs is an extra purchase, which is true. So total price for the 4-foot by 5-foot vocal booth, Gold Series vocal booth from vocalbooth.com, comes out to $6,265 delivered. Things to note from ordering from Vocalbooth is that they build them as they come. So you're going to be looking at about 3 to 4 weeks for them to build it, and then 2 to 3 days shipping from Bend, Oregon. So I talked to vocalbooth.com as well about their Silver Series. If you look on their website, the Silver Series is an all-in-one inclusive package. What that entails it to is a 4-foot by 4-foot booth. It's not upgradable to include a double-walled version later. You are stuck with a single-wall booth for the entirety. Side-mounted ventilation with the silent fan, high-capacity fan unit, cable ports, the studio foam all around, executive grade exterior, a door with the crate and handling installed, and that runs you about $4,895 shipped. They are able to build them faster since this is a more mass-produced product and not a less customizable product. So you're looking at 2.5 weeks shipped to your door. And finally, let's talk Studio Bricks. Studio Bricks is the darling, cool, hipster version. You can find rappers, YouTubers. Studio Bricks, if you don't know, is essentially Lego bricks. They take the MDF boards, sandwich them all together, and engineer them so that they are more manageable pieces that you can lift and then build up, and you build it up into your booth like Legos. What this allows you to do is later on, if you want to expand, you can just buy more of the bricks and get expansion pieces and expand it out and build it up. The roof itself is also made of this expandable materials along with the floor, so it's very modular system. Also with their construction, it is built double-walled from the beginning. There is no single-walled version. Here is the hard part. They never responded back. I don't know how much it costs for it. Studio Bricks are built and manufactured in Spain, and right now with all the troubles going on, shipping between Spain and the United States is difficult. So by the fact that they haven't responded to me, I'm unsure if their factory is even running right now or if they're shut down. Their USA studios are only in New York, and New York is still shut down. When you can get a response to get a quote and how long it would take them to build it and ship it here is going to be measured in months. As far as cost, being the only double-walled version, and with this boutique customization that they offer of different colors, different foams, you can pick and match and color match and make it all look cool, LED lighting, it will be by far the most expensive option for their most basic product. So that's it. That's the 4 manufacturers that I have contacted and received quotes for. What are we gonna do? I don't know. My wife had a conversation with Melissa about this, and she said that while all these vocal booths are good, they're expensive, and they are. And if you have any kind of carpentry skill, you can probably build a version that is better sound isolation yourself. Some issues going with that is that it's less portable of a design. It's going to be a more permanent setup. You can make it modular and be able to take it down and take it apart and move it much like a whisper room, but it's not going to have the same polish unless you are a carpenter, you are skilled with making rooms and framing doors and doing all that engineering. If you are, call me, I will pay you. Thank you very much. Hopefully this wasn't too long of a video, and I hope you got something out of this if you are shopping for vocal booths, like I think all of us do. I hope to see you in some classes, workshops, ongoings, or the specialty workshops soon, in person hopefully. So thanks, bye.